Tonight, dinner rolls. Thanksgiving's coming up?
Yes, and people love dinner rolls all holiday long, but especially for Thanksgiving. But sometimes that extra bread can be just that one extra thing too much. And so I wanted to show you some rolls today that use some pumpkin in them, which is kind of a fun little twist, but that are also very light and fluffy and not as filling as like a big hunk of bread.
Okay.
So these are our pumpkin dinner rolls, which we'll have available at Buttercloud Bakery all season long, November, December. And we're going to learn how to make those today. So what we have in the mixer bowl is flour, yeast, a little sugar, a little salt. And then in our bowl over here, we've got some pumpkin puree, a little egg, 2 tablespoons of oil, and a little bit of milk.
Okay.
And that's it. And we're just going to put it together, and then I'll use my spoon to sort of stir it together first while it comes. So we're going to let the dough work for probably about 3 to 5 minutes. And it'll come together. This dough, it will stick to you want it sticking to the bottom of the bowl, so it's going to be nice and kind of tacky, but you don't want it sticking to the sides of the bowl. That means it's a little too moist. So you always want to have your flour close by, and as it continues to develop, you can add a little more flour if you need to kind of get that right consistency. So it should be nice and tacky, but and stick to your hands just a little bit, but not like gooey. So now we're going to put our dough into a greased bowl and cover it with plastic wrap and let it sit for about 2 hours, and it will approximately double in size. And that's just to allow it to relax, and then we're going to shape it into rolls. All right, so it's been a couple hours and our dough has risen. The first thing you want to do is punch down the dough. So I actually get my fists a little bit floury and literally punch it. And that releases some of the gases that are trapped in there when it's rising.
Got it.
Put the whole thing out on your counter, and then you're going to cut it into the number of rolls that you want before you do anything.
Okay.
So this recipe makes about 12 rolls. And then as far as shaping them, we're going to make little rounds. And so I press with my palm against the counter and roll it with my fingers, and you go over and over a couple times in a little circle, and then you have a little roll. But you want to place these on the sheet just so they're barely touching. All right, so once we have our little rolls there, before you set them aside for their final rest, which takes about another half hour to rise, you just want to take a little bit of melted butter and gently kind of brush the tops with melted butter. And then the final step is just a little decoration. You can use poppy seeds, sesame seeds, something maybe a little bit pretty for the top.
Nice.
And it's good to put it on there while your butter's fresh so that they stick. And then we will, like I said, set these aside to rise for about another 30 minutes. And then you bake them in a relatively warm oven. So we'll go about 350 to 375 depending on your oven. Bake them for about 20 to 30 minutes, and they'll poof up and be nice golden brown. And then they're nice and steamy to pull apart for your holiday table.
This is what we have here. Perfect. So you could actually put them together on a big platter and have your guests pull them apart.
Absolutely, yep. And you can do as many as you want. You can put, 6 together at a time or 12 together, however many you like for your display.
Perfect. Now, these are available at Buttercloud Bakery.
These are available. We will have these available by pre-order all month of November and December.
Okay, so you can head on down to the bakery in Medford and grab one. We also have put this episode at ktvl.com, so you can watch it over and over and over again and get ready for Thanksgiving. Thanks, Ellen.
Thank you.